I train, I do everything that I can do. In fact, I think that sometimes because um, I'm very rigid and I'm very ritualistic. And sometimes I feel like my wife and kids have a hard time to do. And I'm a very hard, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very difficult to deal with because if I don't work out, man, I turn into Joe Pesci from that Snickers commercial. That's what I turn into. Um, but you know what's funny is I don't mind. I don't care because I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way I function. I like the way that it helps me navigate through life. It helps me take care of my family. When I'm 60 years old, I hope that I could still be moving around somewhat, that I could still play with my grandkids, that I could help my wife with the groceries, that I could be able to protect anybody that tries to do harm with my family. And I will do anything I can to protect my family. And so that's why I take my physical health very seriously. Which leads me to my first point. A strong body will lead to a strong spirit. A strong body will build a strong spirit. Have you ever met anybody who, like, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about, let's say, for instance, like Pastor James, right? Somebody who doesn't smoke, who doesn't drink, who eats all their fruits and vegetables, who does all of that, all of that. Have you ever met somebody like that who's in a foul mood or who's in bad spirits? I've never, not that I've never, but for the most part, when I encounter people like that, they're always in a good mood. Like they're always fun to be around with. They're always like pleasant. Why is that? Well, it's because their body's operating at such an optimal level that they're able to regulate their emotions. Their moods are a lot more stable. They're a little more clear minded. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're just pleasant to be around with. That's because they take care of their physical health, and that translates directly to their emotional and spiritual health. Whereas if, like me, for instance, when I used to wake up hungover from just drinking all night, because that's what I used to love to do. That's so when I used to wake up hungover, that's guess what? Now I spent my entire week trying to get over that hangover, and that left no room for my spirit to flourish. When your spirit is operating at an optimal level, when your spirit has a clean slate, your body being that clean slate, when your spirit has a clean slate, guess what? Now your spirit can do the things that it needs to do. Be